The catch for me is probably the most important because it's the start of the transition phase of the pass.
Good, lovely.
Now the catch. Early take.
The opposite hand, where it's coming from, out early.
Spot on. So if I'm passing to you, do you know? Okay, so show me your hand. So we always show one hand, so it's actually quite hard to run two hands out, isn't it? It's quite sort of under 7, under 8 kind of stuff. So what I want, call it, Dan Carter hand. And so if the ball's coming from the right hand side, so it's coming from over here, we're looking at the outside hand. Now I call it a Dan Carter hand because the lads know who he is and it has a big influence on him. Stick your left hand out, so your opposite hand across your body. You see straight away, Jono's body squares up. Okay, so his ball is now, his chest is facing the ball. So if Jamie throws him the pass, okay, he's nice and square. So if it's wet, if he fumbles it, it's going to hit his chest. Now, if we reach with both hands, so reach out both hands, okay, what you'll probably find, so just give the ball back quickly. What you'll probably find is when you're running, you're probably going to run like this. So as that ball comes across, as you throw it, it's actually not facing our chest. So that squares our body up, outside foot up, so we're nice and square. And I want us to overreach for the ball and we catch early.
More recently, put more of an emphasis on self-organisation and doing things for themselves, and that they're driving the standards themselves and coaching themselves within the group as well, with us kind of facilitating a lot more.
When we are catching, what are we thinking about? I'm thinking about how we're catching it, or are we just going to snatch at the ball? So how do we want to catch it? Okay, so we catch it in that hands in the middle, thumbs together. As soon as we catch, it's together, so I can transfer that ball outside foot up, pass away. So that's what we're going to do as a 3 now. Pass, guy in the middle is going to receive the ball, boom, turn, hit the pass, take your time, then do the opposite hand, do 3, swap over, load your reps. Make sense? So really reach for it, so I want the one hand really out for it, reach for the target, brilliant. Don't let that ball hit the body. Good. So again, it's a massive amount of high repetition, really basic stuff. We're taking the running out of it, so we can progress that in a minute. So you see Ollie here is actually moving slightly. So it's getting realistic, but the focus for me is that he's really reaching with his outside hand, which I said before, it squares the body up to the target, which means it's hard to drop that ball. Good. So just a little bit of movement in the middle. Let's go. Brilliant, Tim. So what we really try and do as well is create that, as we pass, we move towards the ball. So keep remembering, attack towards the ball. Okay, so we attack the ball, and then as we pass, we follow the pass. And the reason we follow the pass is that, if the pass is for a line break or to a breakdown, we need to be in support, so it flows us towards the target, or whatever that might be. So, you get taught, very young that you reach with both hands, but it's very unrealistic, and normally people do that in a game. So what we try and do is you create a situation where the outside hand is across the inside shoulder. So what it actually allows us to do is to square the body up to the target. And then what that does, so if you fumble a ball, it's going to hit your chest, so you can regather it. And also what it does is we stay square, so our first step is in a square motion. So you're running forward, which a lot of kids struggle to do. Then when we're trying to catch, the focus is reach for the hand, try and catch the ball how you want to pass it. So hands in the middle of the ball, thumbs around central. Some people split their hands a little bit, but what we don't want is that the hands are on the end of the ball. So hands in the middle, so reach for the ball, catch, and our transition is the head. So the head goes, we turn our body, and as we turn our body, we stay square, and our hands finish the ball to the target. So if you pass quite wristy, that's not a problem, as long as your hands finish at the target. And if you've passed quite catch and quite mechanic, that's fine as well, as long as your hands finish to the target. Hopefully the ball will go there. So that's in a real short span, that's how you catch and pass.